Welcome back to the channel Liberty Old Coin, where ordinary discoveries turn into unforgettable stories, and hidden treasures from the past suddenly become the center of attention in ways nobody expected. Let's get started. The coin in today's story is only one single coin, the Australia $2 Elizabeth II coin from 1988, but collectors across the world continue searching for it because certain examples have become incredibly desirable over the years. Many people once carried this coin in pockets, dropped it into jars, or ignored it in old collections without realizing that some versions could later attract serious attention from buyers willing to spend surprising amounts of money for the right condition and rarity. The history of this coin begins in Australia during the late 1980s, when the country wanted a stronger and more practical replacement for the paper $2 note. The Royal Australian Mint introduced the $2 coin in 1988 to create a currency piece that would last longer in circulation and reduce replacement costs over time. Featuring Queen Elizabeth II on one side and the famous Aboriginal elder design on the other, the coin instantly became one of the most recognizable pieces of Australian currency ever produced. What made the 1988 issue especially important is the fact that it was the very first year this $2 coin was released to the public. Collectors always become excited about first-year coins because they represent the beginning of a new era in currency history. That alone already gives the 1988 version a stronger identity compared to later dates, and many coin hunters specifically search for the earliest examples to complete their collections. The portrait of Queen Elizabeth II gives the coin a powerful historical connection because it reflects an important period of Australia's modern currency system under her reign. Millions of people across Australia handled these coins during everyday life, buying groceries, paying bus fares, or keeping them inside old wallets. Decades later, many of those same coins are now being examined carefully under bright lights by collectors looking for valuable details hidden in plain sight. One reason this coin became so interesting to collectors is because condition changes everything. A heavily worn coin may still hold collector appeal because of its age and first-year importance, but a sharply preserved example with bright surfaces and almost no damage can suddenly jump into an entirely different level of value. Coin grading experts often pay close attention to scratches, shine, color, edge quality, and overall preservation when determining how special a coin really is. Some 1988 Australia $2 coins have also attracted attention because of rare minting variations and unusual production features discovered over time. Whenever collectors hear rumors of uncommon strike differences, rotation errors, or unusual details, excitement grows rapidly in the market. People begin checking old coin jars and inherited collections, hoping they might accidentally on one of the rare examples everyone else overlooked for years. The design itself also carries deep symbolism. The Aboriginal elder featured on the reverse side represents one of the most iconic images ever placed on Australian currency. Combined with the Southern Cross and native grass design, the coin became more than simple money. It became a cultural symbol connected to Australian identity, heritage, and national history, which increased collector admiration even further over the decades. Back when these coins first entered circulation in 1988, almost nobody imagined they could become highly collectible later. Most people treated them like normal change and spent them immediately. But time changes everything in the coin world. Coins disappear, become damaged, or get lost forever, making surviving high-quality pieces much harder to find today than many people realize. Collectors especially love discovering uncirculated versions of this coin, because untouched examples from the first production year are becoming increasingly difficult to locate. A clean 1988 $2 coin with strong detail and original mint shine can attract impressive offers, especially when demand rises among Australian coin enthusiasts and international buyers searching for historic world coins. The excitement around this coin also comes from the emotional side of collecting. Imagine opening an old family drawer and finding a small gold-colored coin sitting quietly among forgotten objects from decades ago. At first glance, it may appear ordinary, but after closer inspection, the date 1988 suddenly transforms that little coin into something people actively search for online auctions and collector marketplaces every single day. Some passionate collectors believe the best examples of the 1988 Australia $2 Elizabeth II coin could continue climbing in value as interest in vintage Australian currency grows stronger worldwide. Rare top-condition examples have already reached hundreds of dollars, and exceptional specimens connected to special mint characteristics have sparked discussions involving prices climbing far higher depending on rarity and collector competition. In some auction conversations and private collector circles, certain extraordinary examples have been associated with values reaching beyond $1,000 when condition, rarity, and collector demand align perfectly. That possibility alone keeps treasure hunters motivated because even one small coin hiding in an old container could suddenly become the discovery everyone dreams about. Another reason people love this coin is because it represents a transition in Australian money history. The move from paper notes to durable coins marked a major shift in everyday life. Millions of Australians watched these coins slowly replace older currency styles, making the 1988 release a memorable milestone connected to a very specific historical moment. As years passed, fewer untouched 1988 coins survived because circulation naturally damaged many of them. Coins were scratched, dropped, bent, and heavily used, which means cleaner examples became increasingly desirable. Whenever supply becomes smaller while collector interest grows larger, values naturally begin moving upward in exciting ways. Today, online collectors, coin dealers, and auction watchers continue discussing the Australia $2 Elizabeth II coin from 1988 because first-year releases always carry a special energy in the collecting world. The idea that a coin once worth only $2 could potentially command hundreds or even more creates the kind of mystery and excitement that keeps the hobby alive across generations. Some people spend years searching through old change hopping to find a brilliant example hidden among ordinary coins. Others inherit collections from parents or grandparents and suddenly discover they may already own one of the pieces collectors desperately want. Stories like these continue fueling worldwide fascination around vintage Australian coins and their hidden potential. So if you ever come across a 1988 Australia $2 Elizabeth II coin, do not rush to ignore it simply because it looks small or common. That single coin represents history, national identity, collector passion, and the thrill of discovery all at once. In the right condition and with the right details, it could become one of the most exciting little treasures sitting quietly inside a forgotten collection, waiting for someone to finally recognize its true value. Next coin, the Australia $2 Elizabeth II coin from 1995, is one of those fascinating coins that many people ignored for years before collectors started paying serious attention to it. At first glance, it may look like ordinary pocket change, but the moment collectors notice the 1995 date, the excitement begins because this coin belongs to an important era in Australian decimal currency history and has become increasingly popular among coin hunters around the world. This coin was created during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II and produced by the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. The $2 coin itself had only been introduced a few years earlier, beginning in 1988, replacing the older paper $2 note. Australia wanted a stronger and longer-lasting form of currency for everyday use, and the small gold-colored $2 coin quickly became one of the country's most recognized pieces of money. Wikipedia. The 1995 version carries the famous portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Raphael Makhlouf on one side, while the reverse features the iconic Aboriginal elder image created by Horst Hahn. That design became deeply connected to Australian identity and culture, making the coin more meaningful than simple currency. Many collectors admire it because it represents both history and national symbolism at the same time. Coins in Australia, Com+1. One reason collectors continue chasing the 1995 coin is because condition changes everything. A heavily circulated example may still attract attention, but bright uncirculated pieces with sharp details and original mint shine can become dramatically more desirable. The cleaner the surfaces and the stronger the strike, the more excitement the coin creates among serious buyers. The 1995 Australia $2 coin was struck in the millions, with reported mintages around 15.5 million pieces, but surviving top-grade examples are much harder to find than people expect. Over decades of circulation, many coins became scratched, faded, damaged, or lost forever. That naturally pushed collectors toward searching for exceptional surviving examples. Coins in Australia, Com+1. Many people today still discover these coins inside old drawers, forgotten jars, inherited collections, or mixed change from decades ago. The surprise comes when they realize that certain well-preserved examples can sell for far more than face value. Suddenly, a tiny coin once used to buy everyday items becomes something collectors proudly display inside protective holders. Collectors are especially interested in unusual mint errors or strange production varieties connected to older Australian coins. Whenever rumors spread about off-center strikes, rotated dies, edge abnormalities, or rare mint mistakes, excitement around the coin grows rapidly. Even the possibility of finding an uncommon variation makes people search through piles of old coins hoping for a lucky discovery. The current collector value depends heavily on preservation and rarity. Ordinary circulated examples may still attract interest from collectors building date sets, while certified high-grade pieces can command much stronger prices in auctions and private sales. According to collector price guides, mint state examples have already reached values ranging from around $20 to more than $70 depending on grade quality. Coins in Australia, Com+1. What really excites collectors is the possibility of future appreciation. Many coin enthusiasts believe older Australian decimal coins from the Queen Elizabeth II era will continue gaining attention as younger collectors enter the hobby and surviving high-quality examples become increasingly difficult to locate. That long-term demand keeps interest alive year after year. The emotional side of coin collecting also makes this piece special. Imagine opening an old container belonging to a parent or grandparent and spotting a small gold-colored coin marked 1995. At first it seems ordinary, but after learning its history and collector demand, it suddenly transforms into something exciting and meaningful connected to Australia's monetary history. The coin itself is made from aluminum-bronze alloy and weighs approximately 6.6 grams. Its smaller size compared to the $1 coin often surprises visitors to Australia, but the design was intentionally created that way for recognition and practical circulation purposes. Coins in Australia, Com+1. As more people begin collecting Australian coins internationally, interest in earlier $2 issues has grown steadily. Collectors often try completing full-date collections, and the 1995 issue becomes an essential part of that journey. Whenever demand rises while high-quality supply becomes smaller, prices naturally begin moving upward. Some experienced collectors believe extraordinary examples with exceptional grading or unusual mint features could eventually climb into the hundreds of dollars. Coins with strong eye appeal, rare characteristics, or certified near-perfect preservation always attract aggressive bidding from serious collectors trying to secure the best possible examples. There are also collectors who focus only on Queen Elizabeth II era coins, which increases competition for older Australian pieces like the 1995 $2 coin. Every year that passes adds more nostalgia and historical importance to these coins, especially now that they represent a completed chapter in world currency history. Another reason this coin attracts attention is because many people spent them casually for decades without saving them properly. Unlike proof coins stored safely from the beginning, circulation coins lived hard lives inside pockets, vending machines, and cash registers. Finding one today in beautiful condition feels almost like uncovering hidden treasure. Online collector communities frequently discuss Australian $2 coins, especially older dates and unusual examples. Many people proudly share discoveries found in everyday change, while others tell stories about coins sitting unnoticed for years before finally being identified as collectible pieces. That sense of mystery keeps collectors constantly searching. Reddit +1. The maximum value people dream about usually comes from top-condition coins or rare error varieties. While normal pieces may trade for smaller collector premiums, extraordinary certified examples can rise dramatically higher. Some passionate collectors believe elite examples in near-perfect condition could eventually push beyond $500 or more if collector demand continues growing strongly in future markets. Auction excitement also plays a major role in value growth. Whenever two determined collectors compete for the same rare high-grade coin, prices can climb far beyond ordinary expectations. That competitive energy is exactly what transforms certain modern coins into headline-worthy collectibles years later. The history behind the coin gives it even greater appeal. It represents Australia's transition from paper notes to durable circulating coins, and captures a specific period during Queen Elizabeth II's reign. Coins tied to important national transitions often become favorites among long-term collectors because they symbolize a changing era in everyday life. For many people, the most exciting part is knowing that this coin can still appear unexpectedly in ordinary collections. Somewhere inside old boxes, forgotten piggy banks, or inherited family items, valuable 1995 Australia $2 coins may still be waiting to be discovered by someone who finally recognizes their importance. The Australia $2 Elizabeth II coin from 1995 continues attracting collectors because it combines history, cultural symbolism, rarity potential, and the thrill of hidden value inside one small piece of metal. Whether found in circulation or preserved carefully for decades, this coin has become a fascinating collectible that keeps inspiring people to search for the next valuable discovery. Coinsindustralia, +1. Second coin, the Australia $2 Elizabeth II coin from 2005, became one of the most talked-about modern Australian coins among collectors, because it represents an important era in Australia's circulating currency history, and continues attracting strong interest from people searching for valuable coins hidden in everyday change. This coin was produced by the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. By 2005, the Australian $2 coin had already become a familiar part of daily life, replacing the old paper $2 note years earlier, because coins lasted much longer in circulation and reduced replacement costs for the government. Wikipedia. The design of the coin immediately stands out to collectors. One side features Queen Elizabeth II with the portrait created by Ian Rank Broadley, while the reverse shows the famous Aboriginal elder image designed by Horst Hahn. This design became one of the strongest symbols used on Australian currency and helped make the $2 coin recognizable around the world. Coinsindustralia, +1. Millions of people handled these coins without thinking twice about them. They passed through stores, buses, restaurants, pockets, and old jars for years. But over time, collectors began paying closer attention to earlier $2 dates because high-grade surviving examples slowly became harder to find. The 2005 issue especially gained popularity because collectors of Queen Elizabeth II coins started building complete Australian decimal collections. Once people begin completing date sets, every year suddenly becomes important, and the 2005 coin became part of that growing collector demand. According to collector references, more than 45 million examples were originally minted in 2005, which means the coin was widely circulated across Australia. Even with large production numbers, the challenge today is finding examples that remain bright, clean, sharply detailed, and nearly untouched after years of heavy use. Coinsindustralia, Com+1. Condition changes everything in the coin market. A worn example may still attract buyers, but collectors become truly excited when they discover a coin with original mint shine, strong edges, and very few marks. Those are the coins that start climbing into impressive price ranges. Many people want to buy this coin because modern Australian coin collecting has expanded dramatically in recent years. Online marketplaces, collector forums, and auction sites constantly show buyers searching for older $2 coins from the Queen Elizabeth II era. The excitement grows even more whenever rumors of rare errors or unusual varieties appear. Collectors are always searching for off-center strikes, rotated dies, doubled details, edge mistakes, or unusually preserved examples. A normal coin can suddenly become highly desirable if it displays something uncommon from the minting process. The current value of the Australia $2 Elizabeth II coin from 2005 depends heavily on grade and preservation quality. Standard circulated examples can still attract collector attention above face value, while uncirculated pieces graded in mint state condition have been listed in collector guides between about $5 and over $50 depending on certification quality. Coinsindustralia, Com+1. Some of the strongest certified examples have reached much higher numbers when collectors compete aggressively during auctions. High-end mint state pieces with exceptional surfaces and eye appeal create excitement because collectors know they are difficult to replace once sold. One reason people continue hunting this coin is because many collectors believe older Australian decimal coins will continue increasing in popularity over time. Coins connected to Queen Elizabeth II already carry historical significance, and every passing year adds more nostalgia and collector demand. The coin itself is made from aluminum-bronze alloy and weighs approximately 6.6 grams. Its smaller size compared to the $1 coin often surprises people unfamiliar with Australian currency, but the size was intentionally designed for recognition and practicality. Foranum. Another reason this coin remains exciting is because it still appears in ordinary circulation from time to time. Someone could unknowingly receive one in change today and never realize collectors may already be searching for that exact date in high-quality condition. Some collectors carefully examine every 2005 $2 coin they find because even tiny details can dramatically affect desirability. Sharp lettering, brilliant color, strong strike quality, and clean surfaces can transform a common-looking coin into a collector favorite. Online communities discussing Australian coins continue sharing discoveries involving $2 pieces from the 2000s. Many people proudly post coins found in old family collections or forgotten containers, hoping they may have uncovered a valuable example worth far more than expected. Reddit+1. The future potential of this coin keeps many collectors interested. As more people begin collecting Australian decimal currency internationally, demand for earlier Elizabeth II $2 coins may continue growing steadily. Whenever collector demand rises while top-condition coins become scarcer, values naturally begin moving upward. Some passionate coin hunters believe extraordinary examples could eventually sell for hundreds of dollars, especially if tied to rare mint characteristics or elite certification grades. Exceptional coins always attract strong competition because serious buyers want the best surviving examples available. There are even stories in collector circles about rare Australian $2 coins selling for astonishing amounts when unique errors or nearly flawless preservation are involved. That possibility keeps people checking old jars, inherited collections, and forgotten coin boxes, hopping for a lucky discovery. YouTube. The emotional side of the hobby also adds power to this coin story. Imagine discovering a small gold-colored 2005 coin sitting, unnoticed inside an old family drawer, only to learn later that collectors across the world actively search for pieces exactly like it. For many people, the Australia $2 Elizabeth II coin from 2005 represents more than money. It represents history, memory, national identity, and the thrill of hidden treasure. That combination is exactly why collectors continue chasing these coins year after year. As time moves forward, surviving high-quality examples may become even more desirable because circulation naturally destroys many coins over decades. Every scratched, damaged, or lost coin leaves fewer attractive pieces available for future collectors. The Australia $2 Elizabeth II coin from 2005 continues inspiring collectors because it combines history, rarity potential, strong collector demand, and the exciting possibility that one small coin could someday become a major discovery worth far more than anyone originally imagined. Coinsindustralia, Com+1.